Gentlemen, three things in today's show. First, our irrigation water is in. It's been 10 days and we're ready for it. It's getting hot and the grass, you can almost hear it growing. So it's gonna be so interesting to see what we can get on our second cutting. Number two, the brand new Dyna firewood processor, the one with the big diesel, just landed on the property here. They were kind enough to let us use it for our second annual local family firewood draw. So you're going to get a sneak peek of that today. We're not going to run it, but you will get to see it. It's really a beautiful, cool tool with some cool upgrades. And then finally, we're going to do a temporary dam right now. With this dry weather has exposed some weaknesses in our irrigation, our natural or 100-year-old system that we're going to try to remedy today with some temporary dams that I've kind of worked up that are really interesting. So let's start with that, and then we'll see where that takes us. Take a look at those happy organic cows there. Those are my neighbors. And look at that, we've got a full, look at that. My cup overrunneth. A full ditch of water that we need to get on the land and get it on it quick. These carts are stitched, flagged to receive that there's a loop here. I think we talked about this last time. We can thread on these 2x4s. What I won't edit out is what a pain in the it is to thread these things sometimes. I think they were stitched for not stitched for full dimension 2x4s, but planes. I'll be working at this here. Not to mention the 10 to 15 slivers per. You know what? We're gonna rethink this. We're gonna do a wrap. Yeah, we're cooking with gas. I don't know. What do you think? This water's running at a pretty brisk clip, and I've made my plastic a little bit shallow. That's going to be over my boots. Let's just redirect it real quick, and then we'll lay it in and then redirect it back. We'll just pull our gate here. I've never flooded this high up. I guess that's why I have a problem right there. But if this works, then we'll have to look at putting something more permanent. I hope it's not over my boots. Ooh, close. Okay, we'll block it off here. We'll make our own dam. It's going to be interesting to see how much comes over the edge. We need to make a little canal. All right, well, we're gonna find out right now. Here we go, cross your fingers. Ooh. I hit like a ton of bricks. Oh, it's unraveling. That's not good. I should have wrapped it one more time. Is it too late? It's too heavy. Oh no. All right, we're gonna have to do this again. Bummer. See, if I had it threaded, that would have worked fine. I guess I should just let it go. Oh, there's a lot of pressure there. Ripping me tarp. Oh, that was a big L. All right, let's rethink this. It is hot out here. Ow! Seems to me there's a bit of a low point right here that we would be best served. All right, we've got it threaded this time. Goodness, that was an effort. It's labors of Hercules. Are you ready? Here we go. Maybe we'll meter it a bit. Slow down that hit. Oh no. Ha. So it must be threaded. Next time, put the 2x4 a little bit higher up on the side of the ditch. We're losing a ton of water over the edge, returning down there to the river. However, we're getting probably half of it right where we wanted. So this whole area that has been just so dry, look at the water running down in there. It's just it could be bubbling down in there. It'll soak in here for 24 hours and all of this will come alive again. Look at the air bubbles coming up. That is fascinating. Downstream of our temporary gate is Jack's gate that he built, which is a permanent head gate. And now that's closed and we're gathering everything that's being lost over the top up here for the next stage. So let's go take a look at that. Those boys did a good job on that gate. It survived the winter and it's working perfectly. Now that's flowing into two 12-inch culverts, which are completely maxed out. Looks, well, just about maxed out. You know, the argument could be made that it's not worth it to build these permanent gates. It might just be easier to have a dozen of those tarps wrapped up and you just come down here and throw them or put them out where you need them when you need them and not have to have the maintenance. I kind of like the old world charm and the process of the gates, but they are a lot of work to build. I don't know, maybe just kind of a blend of both. You can kind of use these tarps to supplement areas that weren't quite feeding enough water. Let's go have a look at that Dyna. I wonder how many miles I've walked for the camera. This is the brand new Dyna SC17 diesel powered. The operator station is really nice. There's a dial right there. Look at that. You can control the bar oil, how much. There's your engine management system, your hydraulic levers, and that runs your winch. So you can change everything. So you can change the angle of the conveyor. Down here, this is new. There's a grate which you stand on. And that's a good idea because chips and sawdust build up there and you're constantly having to have a rake it out. So that's going to be a lot better. So yeah, I like that. Looks cool. Electric winch. Remember our first one? We had that hand crank. This is a lot bigger. And then wheels. So that conveyor is going to come out a lot nicer. It's a lot easier to stow now for transport and deploy. You know, you're doing it from a lot less work for the operator. There's that big diesel right there. That is beautiful. Big heavy guard. I made some mistakes and rolled logs up over the top, and I was glad to have that guard there. It would have smashed the engine, so that's heavy duty, probably 1/4-inch steel, I think. Let me show you this harvester bar. This is, even the gates they're heavy. That's thick. It might be even thicker than 1/4. But in here, look at that harvester bar. That's legit. That's real forestry grade equipment right there. Oh, Dyna, if you are watching this, can you send me some chains? I didn't see any extra chains and we would probably go through them. There's no wood that's going to survive that. There's the big hydraulic ram there. And look at that grabber. Man, and there's the conveyor. What a machine. Up front, there's a 6-way splitter now. We can drop that in. Look at the welds on that. That's a big boy. Look at it next to these number 12s here. Just look how big that is. Yeah, we'll definitely try that. That's going to be split a lot better. I've also got good news I forgot to share. That building expansion that we've been fighting for a year, it's actually going to happen. We're going to break ground in 2 weeks. Mrs. W, bless her, has fought tooth and nail and actually has permit in hand. She literally is worth more than rubies to me. She has walked the whole thing through. So in 2 weeks, all these beams that we have been sitting out for a year are going to be, we're going to double the shop. So the shop will now be 40 by 80 instead of 40 by 40. which is going to be wonderful, just be a carbon copy. So that's coming up as well. So we're going to get ready, and we're going to have to do our last irrigating before we do the excavation, because we don't want that to be all muddy, and we got to clear all that stuff out and get ready for the concrete pour. We've also got the garden fence almost wrapped up. Let me give you a little preview on that. That turned out really nice as well. This is the current state of the 8-foot deer fence. Mrs. W and I, this is a design we came up with, and Jariah, bless him, he's been building this and doing a really nice job. All of the timbers were all locally milled by our friend Bob on his sawmill. It's all red fir, full dimension, beautiful, beautiful wood. Hog panels, or hog, I don't know what they call those things. We got those at Coastal, galvanized panels, and those are nice because they don't obstruct the view. You can see through them. I'm still kind of thinking in my head what I want to do to the top, but it'd probably be something kind of decorative, but probably 2x6 at least, some sort of ornamental or detail. We've got a big gate to build right there, and another one on the back side over there where Jariah is working, but that's turning out nice. We were going to cut down those aspens, and the more we thought about it, we thought, well, we'll just not cut them down yet. And it's been nice to have that shade. So I thought, well, we might just prune them up 50% or so, let a little sun in, but it is nice to have a little shelter in the garden. But that's where we're at currently, so I'll show you when we're finished. Well, gentlemen, it's probably about all the time I have for you guys. This is my irrigation day. You know, I'm out here working hard. Mrs. W thinks so. But, yep, that's it. I'm gonna head back to up there and just watch and keep that water going and kind of learn and see where it goes, and then we can really get it dialed in so we know exactly where to place everything and how to put just enough water and not too much. I've got some places I'm putting too much. I'm starting to get kind of like a swamp grass stuff going on, so we don't want that. Thanks for watching. May God bless you and your families. Please keep us in your prayers, and we'll see you all on the next video.